busca de un amor que no sabe lo que quiere, no, no. En busca de un amor que se perdió. Si quieres la verdad, ve y búscame y me llevas. No te desesperes, no más. ¿Quieres tú lo que quiero yo? Tú todo me lo traes. Luego yo te pido me lo traes. No te pido el cielo que lo hagas, sino tu amor. Tú todo me lo traes. Luego yo te pido me lo traes. No te pido el cielo que lo hagas, sino tu amor. Quiero que me quieras como quiero que me quieras tú. Quiero que me quieras, quiero que me quieras, quiero que me quieras como quiero que me quieras tú.
Check 1 2. It's your boy Blue. What's going on, people? Welcome back. Beautiful people, welcome back. Hola, bem-vindo. Welcome to South America, guys. South America tour, day 5. This is our final ride for our South American tour this week. What's going on? Good to see you guys. I gotta put the tour shades on for our final day. You know, I gotta do it for the tour. Doing it for the tour. You know what I'm saying? It's still a little summer out here. But yes, sir. So we are at SBSV Salvador, which I believe is in Brazil. Yes, sir. SBSV Salvador, Brazil, heading back to Sao Paulo today for our final day of the tour, flying the Boeing 787. Yes. There's very limited spots, so I'm gonna go ahead and push back now. There's plenty of spaces like at the airport, but there's not a lot of heavy spots, so you're gonna wanna get in early. If you can't get in, just wait for us to push back, and then there'll be some more spots here. And I think we just got ATC online, so we do have not San Salvador. We have Salvador ATIS. Let's see. We have information Gulf. Let's go ahead and press push back here with ground, and we'll send it.
Salvador ground, B116, ready for pushback with information goal.
Pushback approved, expect a runway 10, alright.
Expect runway 10, Salvador ground, Manchester 173, ready for
Pushback,
with
guys.
information goal.
We'll go ahead and push back there, beacon light on, and we're rolling.
Whiskey, pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Just check behind us really quickly. Alright, we're good. So we're set to runway 10, that's gonna be off our right wing, so we go nose to the right, nose to the west. So I want to hurry up and get pushed back so that I don't want to take too long today either. To make sure that we're able to get this entire flight in today, and also want to allow more people to get, to load up at the gate, because again, there's a limited amount of spots for heavies. There's only about 7 spots at the gate for heavies, but there's also some other heavy parking spots back at the cargo area, so you could always spawn in over there if you want. But if not, you could always fly the A320, 737, one of the mid-sized jets, or domestic aircraft, and get a spot pretty easily. But again, welcome to the stream, guys. We're flying from Salvador, Brazil to Sao Paulo, Brazil for our final day, day 5 of our South American tour. Let's go ahead and start these engines up, starting with engine number 2. And let me make sure you guys are not getting an echo. And there we go. So I'm pushing back pretty far. I'm pushing back all the way back to this taxiway here, just to kind of get out of the way, because there's traffic.
Holding position, land Chile 7931.
Alright, we'll stop right there. And starting engine number 1.
Runway 10. Pushback approved. November Oscar Bravo 01. Pushback approved. Land Chile 173.
I'm sorry.
And we go flaps, what, 5, I guess? We'll do
Flaps
5.
5 degrees.
I haven't flown the 787 in a while, man. Just thinking about it. Alright, engine number 1's coming up. Let's go ahead and request our taxi clearance because we have a traffic jam down here.
With information golf.
Salvador ground, Blue 116, ready to taxi.
And we can actually make a
information
right
golf.
turn here to kind of avoid this other traffic here right at the gate.
Ready to taxi with
Once he gives us that
information
push,
golf.
that
Oscar,
taxi
Oscar,
clearance, we'll make a
Oscar,
right turn unless he gives us a
position.
specific way to go.
Holding position, November,
Alright, taxi
Oscar,
runway
Oscar,
10, contact
Oscar,
tower, when ready, Blue 116.
116, taxi to runway 10.
Now we could technically go by heavy, but I'm not gonna worry about it.
10, Blue
Alright,
116.
we're clear.
Land Chile 2986, hold position.
Salvador ground. TAM 3343, ready to taxi to runway 10 with information golf.
Holding position. Land Chile 2986.
Salvador ground, Ethiopian 112 heavy, ready for pushback.
TAM 3343, taxi to runway 10, contact tower when ready.
Yeah, it was definitely smarter for me to taxi this way, away from all the pushing back traffic. It's gonna get us ahead in line pretty easily.
Heavy.
Land Chile 173, give
Alright,
way
very
to
nice.
aircraft ahead.
Salvador ground, India Foxtrot India Delta, ready for
Alright, we'll
pushback
follow this
with
A320 ahead of us.
information golf.
Taxiing to runway 10.
2
TAM
lines to taxi
3343.
on?
Salvador ground.
Yeah, there is.
November
Oh
Oscar
god,
Oscar
we
Bravo
just died.
01, ready to taxi with
Dead.
information
And I
golf.
can't really go anywhere because the whole short line is like right in front of me.
Hold position.
Alright, so we're gonna hold here and we'll contact
Runway
tower.
10, November Oscar Oscar Bravo 01.
Salvador ground, TAM 41.
And
Salvador
we'll
ground.
request takeoff
TAM
from runway 10.
111. Ready to taxi to
Departing
runway 10 with
to, I think we're
information
going
golf.
south.
Salvador Tower, Blue
Alright, double checking
116,
everything. Let's double check our
ready for
fuel here, our
takeoff,
fuel
runway
situation.
10, departing south.
We need
TAM 4550.
Blue 116,
line up and wait. Alright,
line up and wait, runway 10.
we need 20,000 kilos. Just double check. Enough. We should. I don't see. Yeah, we have double what we need. That and brakes. Let's go reply to that. Alright, system strobe lights, land lights, guys. We are on the move today. Alright, line up and wait. Runway 10. Laps are
Approaching
set.
runway 10.
104550, roger. 104550, please check tutorials on the forum for assistance using ATC instructions.
Alright, let me go ahead
Blue
and
116,
clear for takeoff. Clear for
runway
immediate
10,
takeoff. Roger
clear
that.
for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, Blue 116.
Nice, let's hurry up here. Thing I didn't do was set my altitude. 2,000.
On runway
Alright, immediate
10.
takeoff means rolling start. Go. Green calibrated. There's 90 knots.
100 knots. V1. Rotate.
Salvador Tower, Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo.
Positive rate.
Ready for takeoff at
Gear
runway
up.
10, departing straight up.
Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey.
104550, stand by. 104550.
Gotta watch the speed in the 787. This thing's a freaking rocket.
Enter right downwind
Alright,
runway
go flaps
10.
up.
Flaps up.
TAM 4550.
Alright, we're flying runway heading. We switch frequency will be switched here soon. I don't think departure is gonna be on today, but if they are, we'll switch to departure here in a bit. Very nice departure. Look at that water.
Salvador Tower.
Very
TAM
cool.
3343, ready for takeoff at runway 10, remaining in the pattern.
I love departing off of like the coastline like
TAM
this. It's always very nice.
3343, correction, stand by.
103343, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. 104550.
Alright, you're passing 4,000.
Runway 17.
Still following the flight plan, but by
Cleared for
hand. Go
takeoff,
ahead and make our
runway
right turn here.
10, TAM 3343.
Number 1. Cleared to land. Runway 17. TAM 4550.
Blue 18017.
Very happy how fast we were able to get out of here.
Bravo Lima
10 minutes.
Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey.
We've only been live for 10 minutes, and that's not including the intro.
Frequency
So,
change approved.
I mean, that is including the intro.
Good day.
So we were able to get out of here pretty quickly with ATC, so that's great.
Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved.
But as I said yesterday in yesterday's stream, is like I want to
Good day.
kind of like focus on getting the aircraft out of into the sky first, and then we have plenty of time to talk en route. I mean, we should have a little bit less than 2-hour flight today. And we're gonna be flying. I didn't give you guys all the flight details. So again, flying to Sao Paulo, Brazil today from Salvador. Be heading down south. And fuel about 20,000 kilograms, which is what I got. We'll be cruising at flight level 380 today. And our cruise speed will be pretty much similar to yesterday because I'm kind of in a hurry. Again, like as I mentioned yesterday, work has been really busy, and I just don't have, I want to make sure that we can do a full flight and I'm able to get home, not home, but I'm able to get, back to work and finish what I needed to finish in real life. So I gotta just, work is definitely a priority. So be kind of in a hurry to get there, but we do know that there will be ATC and there will be delays when we get there. So all that being said, I'm gonna be basically going as fast as I can in this 787. So I'm not worrying about realistic speeds today. I'm gonna be flying whatever the max speed is in the 787, which is probably gonna be like Mach point. I'm guessing like Mach 0.9 or something like that. Crazy. All right, there's 10,000 feet. I'm gonna go 18. Oops, that's not gonna do.
Bank angle.
18,000. Hit nav mode, and autopilot's coming on. Gonna lower our vertical speed about 3,500. And I'll go ahead and change that to our cruise. He's gonna be hitting us up. He's gonna be hitting us up with that frequency change pretty soon here. I think we're gonna be next. We're already above 10,000. We can now go a bit faster. We'll go 280 knots for now. Flaps are up. Land lights coming off. And oh shoot! Come on, come back. There we go. All right, don't be tripping on me today. But yeah, now we're good. Autopilot is now in control. For the view.
Salvador Tower, Shuttle 124, ready for takeoff at runway 10, remaining in the pattern.
10111, frequency change approved. Good day. Shuttle 124, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Frequency change approved TAM 111. Good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, Shuttle 124.
Alright, fuel load. Just gonna double check, make sure we did pack enough fuel. Yep, we're good there. Don't care about visibility. I'm gonna change that to we have distance to ET. Let's do our estimated
Frequency change approved.
time en route.
Frequency change approved November 1 Whiskey Bravo. Good day.
Or currently ET says 151, which is in the yellow, which means we're gonna be low on fuel when we get there. But we'll be all right. We're 20% fuel. It says we have 2 hours, 24 minutes of fuel. We should be there way before then. I'm not concerned about that. Who's our controller?
Manchili 173.
Javier Martinez. Well, thank you, bro.
Manchili 173, ready for takeoff at runway 10, departing straight out.
Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed our time out here in South America. I know a lot of it, we spent a lot of it in Brazil, it feels like. We did, this is our second flight in Brazil, I think, isn't it? Or the third. We flew into Rio, and then we flew from Brasilia to Fortaleza. So yeah, this is our third, actually. This will be our third flight in Brazil. So it's more of a Brazilian tour, honestly. But yeah, we also, if you guys were here with us yesterday, you guys voted for this flight. You voted for us to fly airliner. Originally, we were gonna fly like TBM or some type of VFR type of flight with General Aviation. That was a part of the tour plan, but then we found out that Infinite Flight was already hosting a South American or Brazilian Friday night flight event, and I was like, well, that's perfect. That's already within, you know what I'm saying, within our tour boundaries. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and join in on that, 'cause we haven't flown Friday night flight in quite a while. I'm gonna go 300. What's the spacing look like ahead of me? All right, we got plenty of space. Not as much space behind us, but we have a lot of space in front of us. And the guy behind me is going a little bit slower, so we'll speed up. Should be good there. Passing 23,000 feet now. He still has not given us frequency change. I don't really want to bother him with it. He can send it when he's ready, but I think he probably, we're so far out that he probably doesn't realize that we're still on his frequency. But I mean, it doesn't really hurt us. We're just listening to his radio calls. I don't mind it. But yeah, good stuff. So heading back to Sao Paulo, we talked about flying out here the other day. We were flying over to Rio. Now we're doing, but yeah, yesterday you guys voted to do an airliner flight, and a lot of you guys wanted to see me fly 787, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's fly 787. Which is actually my favorite aircraft in real life. Doesn't look too bad. I think the XE model on here looks great. The interior looks okay. You know, doesn't look bad. Doesn't have the animated stuff. I'm curious. Like, look at this. Look at the 787 screens. Like, I feel like this is the closest you're gonna see currently on Infinite Flight to how the A350 may look. Because A350's cockpit is different. It's very different. Thank you, Robert, for the super chat donation, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for supporting us, man. I really appreciate that. What did you say? You gave me a message too. Let's see what it says. How do you stream the sim from your phone? That's probably one of the most questions I get. I get that so much. OBS guy. OBS on my PC. Elgato on my PC as well. HDMI to lightning cable converter. That's what I use. I do have a video about my setup on my YouTube channel where I kind of show what I have. I don't really show a tutorial on how to do it, but I do show you exactly what I'm using to make it happen. So check that out. And you can also access and see those exact products on my Amazon page. That's also in the description, so you can check that out. But anyways, yeah, I think it's the closest we're gonna see aircraft to the A350 in Infinite Flight currently. So I'm like, just imagine like all of this just being like a generation better with like moving screens and all kind of stuff. That's kind of what I imagine the A350 looking like when it comes to Infinite Flight. That's what I imagine, but you know, I could be wrong. Could be very wrong.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, 7243.
Flying down the coast of Brazil. Heading south right now, flying LATAM.
CV243, please follow instructions or you will be ghosted. CV243, runway
Ethan Price, do I recommend the Flight Factor 777? Not really. Not really. I would wait for the 777X, but there may be a while for that. Maybe a while till you see it. The current Flight Factor 777 for X-Plane is like basically X-Plane 10 conversion to X-Plane 11, so it's very old. Like it still you can still fly it. There's a VSS sound pack as well that sounds really good, but it's just compared to their current 757 and 767, it doesn't compare very well. So I would prefer, if you want a heavy aircraft that's similar to the 777, go ahead and get either the Jardizon A330 or get the Flight Factor 767, because it's not the same, I know, but it's, you know, you can do long hauls with either of those aircraft, and I assume that's what you want to do. JV Fortnite, you're from Brazil. Olá, bem-vindo. Obrigado, thank you for being here.
Remaining in the pattern.
Chile 2986, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10.
All right, about to level off, guys.
2986.
Actually, we're leveling off now, and we'll go ahead and speed up. That blue crew behind me catching me somehow. How fast is he going? 498. We're not too heavy either, so we're gonna be watching our speed. Mach 185, 86, 87,
Salvador Tower, Golf
88.
31735, ready for takeoff at runway 10, remaining in the pattern.
Frequency change.
Probably go 89. I think we can go max Mach 0.9.
31735, line up and wait runway 10.
Might be too much. It's kind of making me nervous. Right on the line again, guys. Flying right on the line. So letting you guys know again, I'm in a hurry today. So we're flying fast, faster than what you would usually fly for realistic speeds, and I know that. All right, we're at 552 knots. We do not have a tailwind today. Actually, we have a little bit of a tailwind. Actually, 55 knots, but it's not direct tailwind. It's kind of at a cross. So I don't know how much that's going to help us. Speed's kind of leveled off there. Turn the seatbelt signs off for you guys. You guys can't see the map anyways, it's behind my head. Very nice. Oh, yeah, I can see him. I mean, I don't know how he got so...
Golf 31735, runway 10, clear for immediate.
I don't know how he's going so fast.
Land Chile 2986, frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Land Chile 2986. Good day.
Sauce King 787 says wants me to use infinite flight passengers. I haven't used that in a long time.
Position. Land Chile 16, say intentions.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just tune out because we're way out. We're like, you know, we're gone. He didn't send us the frequency change, but it's okay. I'll do it for him. What is better, JAR Design A330 or the RW Design A330? I didn't know RW had an A330, so I can't say. Sorry, I don't even have the JAR Design A330. I've been considering it, but I don't have it either. So I don't know how good it is, and I don't really recommend it because I don't fly it. I don't have it, but I'm considering getting it. So I'm honestly looking for recommendations from you guys on how you, if you think it's a good aircraft, if you think it's good. You know, I've never been a huge A330 fan in the first place, and you guys know that from Infinite Flight. When the A330 came to Infinite Flight, I was like, you know, I'll fly it, I'll give it a try, but it's just not one of my favorite planes. When it comes to its class, I prefer the 777 or 767. Alright, so again, guys, we're cruising at Mach 0.89 or Mach 0.9, and we are flying at 38,000 feet. So letting you guys know that so that we can all fly the same speed if you are in a 787. If you're in something else, then you have to fly slower. But I'm in a 787 and I'm flying at Mach 0.9. So if you're ahead of me, try to adjust your speed to match that so that I don't overtake you. Like him, he's going 523 knots, which is slower than me. And he is flying a A320, so that makes sense why he's going slower than me. He's 2,000 feet below me, so if I do pass him, it won't actually... Oh, am I actually catching STARLI? I might actually be able to... I might actually be right behind STARLI for the first time. So I don't think he can go any faster, honestly. Leong, I don't think he can go any faster. So you're okay. I'm just gonna fly over you. I'm not gonna hit you. That's the important part. And we got a long way to go. We have an hour left till we get to our destination. Heavy driver, I do know that. I'm aware of the realistic cruise speeds, but again, I'm in a hurry, and this is a game, so y'all can fly your realistic speeds on your own time. But today, on my time, I got places to be, things to do today, and I ain't got time to be flying Mach 0.85 to Sao Paulo today. You know what I'm saying? But usually, you know, lately I've been trying to fly more realistic speeds. Like when I have the time to do so. It's just today and yesterday, I've just real life work has been very busy, and I sacrifice 2 hours of my time a day to do these streams, and so I have to make sure that, you know, I'm able to do my work and get work done before and after these streams. So we were gonna do another flight that was gonna be like 2 hours, like an actual 2-hour flight, kind of like yesterday, and it was gonna probably end up being like a 2.5 hour long stream, maybe even 3 hours, depending on traffic in Rio, which we're expecting to be pretty busy. And I was like, no, because I just not like, some days I can really push it and do like a 3 hour long stream, or sometimes I do even longer streams, but it just depends on my real life situation and how much time I have to spare. It's just today is Friday, there's a lot of deadlines like that are due today, and I gotta make sure things get done. And so yeah, that's how it is today. But you know, next time we'll probably do realistic speeds. Al Smoking, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. But good times. Danish Gamers is about to pop up on the screen here in a second. Thank you, bro, for the super chat donation once again. I hate school, so do I. But you got to get through it. Appreciate that though. So appreciate that so much though, man. Make sure all you guys who are in chat and watching say thank you to Danish Gamers once again for another super chat donation. Is always appreciated. So it looks like unless this A320 ahead of us can go any faster, we're gonna end up flying over him. Oh wow, look at that weird line. That's not gonna work. Delete that waypoint. Yeah, VUNAP. Are we already flying to that line? We are. Okay, it skipped over it. I was like, that is a weird piece of the flight plan there. We're okay. But yes, but on that point of my speed and whatnot, again, just please spacing, guys. You know, like, make sure you don't fly through people. Don't hit people. Those that's not cool. Like, I may be flying over this airbus, but I'm gonna be 2,000 feet above him when I do it. He's still 513. We're like a good 30 something knots faster than that guy. But anyways, we're cruising. We're chilling. Let's get the music going. We were digging that mix yesterday. I'm gonna bring it back. And we'll do shout outs here soon. Uh-oh, who is that? It's a KLM aircraft going in the opposite direction. So I don't know if you can see it on the stream. It's like super tiny. But yeah, I think that plane just flew right by us. KLM 706. And it's probably to I don't know where he's going actually. The 787. I don't know where he's going. Got a ways to go. 34,000 feet. Yep, I see you. There's traffic. 2,000 below, off our nose. You guys see him? Yeah, I think we do see her from the. I think that's a LATAM A320. I think that KLM's going to Amsterdam. Just because it's KLM doesn't mean it's going to Amsterdam. A lot of times people fly like different airlines and they never change their name. You know what I'm saying? They never change. But it could be like his call sign could be KLM 214, but he's flying TAM, you know. But people just do that because they're with like different virtual airlines and stuff like that. Danish Gamer with another super chat donation, man. Wow. Appreciate it, man. Go on Discord. I'm sending you a PM. I will have to go when I can. Usually when I'm streaming, I don't even have Discord open on my computer right now. So I'll have to get to it here in a bit. So sorry about that, but appreciate the donation once again, man. Really do appreciate it. I did get your donation message, so gotcha. Al Smoking, I had a few flights. I did better with the A330 than I did with the 172. I can't stick the landing yet. You know, it's funny. A lot of people do struggle. I don't know if you talk about Infinite Flight or some other simulator, but it's kind of the same on all of them. But a lot of people do struggle, like people who are used to like flying big aircraft, like, you know, airliners, maybe not big, but, you know, airliners like A320s, A330s, 787s, whatever. A lot of people are just used to flying those planes. They always fly that plane. And when it comes to landing something like a 787, sorry, when it comes to landing something like a 172, then they can't really land it. So yeah. But it just takes practice. It takes getting used to. I was the same way. But now I fly GA all the time, so I kind of feel like I feel a lot more comfortable landing aircraft, small aircraft. There's people still on the ground in Salvador. Wow. Well, welcome to the flight. Look at that overhead view of the A320. That looks cool. Do I have any other view I can use to look at that? Hello. What's funny is like stuff like this happens in real life all the time, where you'll have like two aircraft going to the same like direction, like just on the same airway. And like I'll see like videos from pilots where they show where you see another aircraft like a few thousand feet below you, or a couple thousand feet below you. The only thing we're missing in this shot is being able to see his contrail. That'd be legit to see his contrail down there. So it is going to EHAM. That's funny. So here's a long way to go. KLM flight. E-channel, what's up, man? Good to see you. I think you said hi earlier, and I think I might have missed it. Not anymore. Al Smoking, I have a yearly subscription. Personally. AG2185, what's up, man? Good to see you. Alright, I think this is a better time than any to do our 1 hour ETE. We're just in our cruise coming back into the coast of Brazil. We kind of flew out over the ocean a little bit, now we're coming back in. So let's do that. Let me turn the engine sounds down a little bit. Actually, that's not gonna do it. Hold on. Try to change view. So if you are watching, you want to get some love from the Blue Games, get a shout out, go ahead, leave me a happy emoji for today's Friday night flight. Let me know who's watching, and I'll give you guys a shout out. We'll turn the music up, we'll jam out, and do some shout outs. You know. Alright, who we got here? Man? Let's see. Alright, I see Leon Kiwi flying with us today. Welcome, man. Good to see you. I do see Shamrock 118. I'm sorry. Sherry Marshall, what's up? Pedaling Wildlife. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for flying with us today. IFMG, as always, watching with yourself. Sounds great. Shamrock is from Ireland. I think I could have guessed that. Hazel, what's up? Starly, of course. Mateus Trevin, Thomas Pro. Ethan Miller, what up, man? Good to see you. Hey, here's my song. Al Smoking, what's up? Heavy Driver, Kamani, World. Bon dia. Captain Sign, what's up?
la cima no es normal. La gente me odia porque soy original. Tanto falso que hay en esta humanidad. Yo los entiendo y sé por qué así están. Es que su
Views. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. That's a shot. That's the one. First person, what's up, man? The name of this song is Getting Mine by Lou only on Blue Air Radio 116 FM. Just kidding. But that's the name of the song. Getting Mas. I don't know if it's Getting Mas or Getting Mais. I'm not sure if it's Spanish or Portuguese. I think it's Spanish.
En la cima, llegó la meta, llegó la meta. En bicicleta, todo se cree.
Yeah, I think it's Spanish.
Porque han rimado calle con galleta. Si tú me das el gusto de ser el primero en hacer las cosas porque no tiene la actitud. No estoy pa' juzgar, tampoco estoy pa' pelear. Ya saben mi puesto y no lo podrán tocar. Quieren de lo mío, pero nada les voy a dar. Porque he luchado mucho para llegar a este lugar.
I don't know why I like this. I like this song so much. What's up, AG2185? You enjoyed the African Summer Tour and you expect the same here. Yeah, man. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Play Na Minha Cabeça. Most PG song. I could, but I know it's kind of weird. I have this thing with playing my own music because of copyright reasons. Like all my music is copyrighted. But when I play it on my YouTube channel, the copyright goes away from my YouTube channel into that, and I'm sharing that. So that's why I don't play my own music unless it's like unreleased or it's not. I didn't put a copyright on it. But I was thinking about that because I was like, man, I kind of want to play some of my own stuff, you know. And some of these flights, we got all this cruise time. We got plenty of time for some jams, you know. What's up, Shamrock? But Ty, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, there's the whole copyright thing. Because if I play my own music, which is copyrighted, just like every other copyrighted song out there in the world, it's gonna demonetize my entire stream. And you're like, oh, why does that matter if the monetization money still goes to you? Well, not really, because the music that I do it with another guy, and so we split that royalty, you know. And so my YouTube channel is its own thing. It's just all going to me, and so I don't want to have to deal with other stuff. So yeah, DJ Blue in the building, yes sir. 116 FM. We are all the way live on LATAM Airlines between Salvador and Sao Paulo, Brazil. Welcome, guys. Bom dia. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I think we played this song 3 days in a row. That's how much I like it. These planes look like birds, man. Like, I mean, I guess they are birds, but you know, the way the wing just goes up so much. The science behind the 787 is just crazy to me. Like, the whole wing basically goes up, and it's not like that when it's on the ground. AG2185 says my subscription to this channel is totally worth it. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Lyric Nade. Bom dia. Muito obrigado. Who's that? Oh, it's the S16 going the opposite direction. Have I ever... Somebody asked something about... Kamani Parkins, what's up, man? Welcome. Glad to have you on. The folding wing. I gotta see it. Like, I still haven't seen the 777's folding wing or winglets or whatever you call it. And hold on a second. You were getting a little too close to me there, buddy. A little too close for comfort. We are not flying in formation. Who is that? I think the Blue Crew. I think you were here with us. I think it's Ozan. Yeah, you need to move around, buddy. Need to drop at least 1,000 feet or something. If you want to be second, I'll give it to you. I ain't gonna fight you on it. I don't want to be this close to another airliner. Watch my speed. If I climb, I'll be going faster. Don't be surprised if I download this song and use it for one of my like reviews in the future. I probably will. I don't know what I would use it for. I don't know. But don't be surprised if you hear this song again in the future. My favorite airline is United. Heavy Driver is already videos and pictures of the 777-9X and has already been built, currently in the testing phase. Yeah, I just haven't looked it up. Like, I don't know, I guess maybe, I don't know, am I weird? I'm already weird, so yes. The answer to that is yes, I'm weird. But, like, I don't know, I don't, like, research a lot of planes, you know what I mean? Like, I don't try to stay current on a lot of, plane news, I guess. Like, oh, like the 777 in development, I'm like, okay, cool, well, I'll see it when I see it, and I don't really like go looking for it unless I'm really interested in like something specific. But it's good that that's out there, that I can actually go out and look and see some video of the 777, the new one. But no, I just haven't looked. Maybe I will look eventually, but I'm not interested enough. And Dead, come on, man, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? I need that F-16 that flew by to strike this dude down because he's in my cockpit even after I changed my altitude. That is intention now. Like I'm playing with a toy plane in my lap. Alright, throwing out the parachute.
Flight spoilers extended.
That is unacceptable, people. You know how I do. I don't really fly formation in airliners. It's not something I do anymore. I think when I first started streaming, I was okay with it, but I'm not okay with it anymore. We're flying VFR or GA or fighter jets. Yeah, get as close as you want. Just don't touch me. The main rule: don't touch blue. Be shot down. I think the F-16 is scrambling now.
Spoilers retracted.
Hopefully we don't have any more issues with this guy. I have to see. Yeah, he's slowing down now too. Come on, people. I like there's like nothing I can do now in this situation but change my view. I've slowed down, I've sped up, I've changed my altitude, I've done everything to avoid it. And he's trying to match my speed, so when we get to Sao Paulo, I expect to see a bunch of ghosting. Look at this, though. Look at these mountains and farms, and oh, this is nice. Where are we right now? Onde esto? Is that how you say onde? Onde esto? Where are we right now? We're second in line behind TIRLI. I think it's the closest I've ever been to TIRLI in a flight. Like, for real. We are currently flying over. I don't know how to say the name of this place. Alcabosa. Caravelas. There's a few cities out here. I don't really know. I could just show you guys on the map if I wanted to. Kamani's getting infinite flights a day. Well, welcome, bro. Welcome to Infinite Flight. Hopefully you enjoy it. We're only 48 minutes out. And again, I wanted to do a shorter flight today. Like, I mean, I think we're probably gonna end up about an hour or 30. But I didn't want to do too long of a flight because I knew we would have it'd be pretty busy in Sao Paulo and in Rio. Matter of fact, Rio is gonna be more busy than Sao Paulo. But we will be flying through Rio airspace to get to Sao Paulo. Wait, are we going to Sao Paulo or are we going to Rio? I think we're going to Rio. Appreciate it, Christian Forrest. I appreciate that prop, man. Are we going to Sao Paulo or are we going to Rio? I can't remember. They're right next to each other. Let's find out. Okay, that's what I thought. We're going to Rio. No, is this Sao? Okay, which one is which? This is Rio. Okay, my bad. We're going to Rio. I think I said Sao Paulo earlier and I was incorrect. So we're going to Rio, which is the more busy airport. But it's okay. It's whatever. It's gonna be fun. But either way, we're expecting a lot of delays. A lot of delays with it being so busy. So be patient with ATC. Expect some crazy vectors. Maybe not crazy, but you know, some big vectors, some long vectors, and maybe even some holds. So this is why it's very important, guys, to be separated, to actually be separated from the aircraft around you, because once we get into the airspace, if you're not separated, we're gonna get even more vectors. We're gonna get holds at random waypoints. So you don't want that. That's gonna take even longer, and it's gonna hold up the entire line. So everybody behind us, though, everybody looks really good, honestly. Like, I think you guys are doing a great job with separation throughout the whole group, except for this one guy. And I don't think he's in chat because he hasn't responded. It looks like that F-16 did come to shoot him down, so we shouldn't have that issue with him for too much longer. Look at that water, man. That water looks legit. So you know something funny? Yo, man, hold on. Let me come back to that. What are you guys talking about in chat? What's going on with you guys? I don't know what's going on with you guys before I tell you what's going on with me. I love this playlist so much, man. Hey, I don't think Paulo's busier than Rio, and currently I think Rio is more busy. At least based on what I see on live flight right now. But I don't know. I'm not looking at how many arrivals are going into each. But I mean, right now it's a slow time of days, so. It's not going to be as busy as it would be in about 4 hours. About 4 hours from now or like later, it's going to be really busy. Oh, you know. What was the previous song? The song before this one? Don't know. Do I need to just like call out every song like we're on a radio station? Right now we're listening to a song called Espera by Timothy Infinite. That's what this song was called. The song before this was called Dulce. Dulce. By same guy. So Dulce, if you know how, D-U-L-C-E. I don't remember the song. What was that song? Oh yeah, okay. I had to play it again so I can't remember what it was. Boy versus Airbus, what's up, man? Maybe it is more busy. They're both pretty busy. Rio and Sao Paulo are both pretty busy right now. Very pretty part of Brazil, apparently. It's kind of like reggaeton, what it kind of sounds like. Genetic Stealth, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Boeing versus Airbus. That's you? Alright, well, give me some space, man. Give me some space. You're all over me. Give me 5 miles, bro. Bag. What? Give me 50 feet. I need more than 50 feet, but give me some space. Who are Blue Angel? Is that a quiz question? Blue Angels are the best freaking squadron in the world. I love seeing them do performances and stuff like that. Oh, you're at the question was, what was Blue Angel's C-130 called? Yeah, it's called Fat Albert, right? Something like that. Your name's not bad. If it's your, I mean, if that's your real name, it's not bad. I guess I don't know. I don't know what it means. It's not English. All right, so today's motivational quote of the day, guys. I think it's a great time for that. Today's motivational quote of the day is: "Don't tell them what you are going to do. Show them what you have done." And this is a quote that I try to live by. I'm gonna repeat it again. Don't tell them what you are going to do, but show them what you have done. You know what I'm saying? Let your work do the talking. Let your talent do the talking. But yeah, it's something I try to live by, because I hate when people are like all talk. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like they're always like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? One day I want to do this, blah blah blah. They're always talking about what they want to do, but they never do anything, you know. And it hurts your character too, because people look at you like, yeah, like, I don't know, he doesn't ever really do nothing. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, how are they gonna believe you? How are they gonna take you seriously if you never actually go out and do those things? And then sometimes, like you say, yeah, you want to do something, you're gonna do something, and things happen. Like life happens. Like stuff doesn't always work out. And you know why? You know, sometimes it's okay to let people see that, but not everybody needs to know what you're going to do, because also that leaves you vulnerable to allow other people to steal your ideas as well, which is a big reason why I believe in, you know, only tell, you know, like have a small circle of close friends that you tell everything to, people that you know are not going to steal your ideas, people you know who you can trust, and that, yeah, real talk. So yeah, show them, man. Don't tell them, show them. So I don't tell you guys all of my future plans either. You know, I did say we're gonna be doing Euro Truck Sim next week. It's the plan. European tour next week. So if you got Euro Truck Simulator, come through, or just you can hop in the back and ride with us as we explore Europe through European Truck Simulator next week. But yeah, I have like a lot of other plans that I have. A lot of plans, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that I want to do, things that I'm working on that I don't tell many people, because I would rather show you. I would rather let you see the final product of what I've been working on, rather than spend and waste a bunch of time trying to explain and tell you what I want to do. You know what I mean? It also just, I don't know, it's sometimes it sounds a little bit desperate too, depending on what it is. But yeah. LATAM can be interpreted as Latin America, or as a combination of the two merged airlines. I did not know that. I didn't know that's what LATAM meant. Latin America. That sounds legit. That's dope. That's dope. Hazel says, it's sad to see the death of the A380. I will not miss the A380 personally. You guys know I do not like that plane. I'm not a fan of A380s, and I am not sad to see it go. I think it was a great try for Airbus to make a big heavy plane like the 747, but then they found the A350, and I think that's a great replacement for the A380, and a great aircraft to compete with, you know, the 787. Did I say? I said A350 to compete with the 787, because 747 is going away too on the Boeing side. 767 is going away, but even though these aircraft are going away, they're not completely gone. Like some of these planes are still operable. They can still be flown. So like for example, like all the old 767s that a lot of these airlines are getting rid of, Amazon is buying them and they're using them as cargo planes. Same with a lot of the old 737s. That's why we have an Amazon Prime 737 now, because they're buying old 737s and using them as cargo planes. 747s are still being flown by different cargo airlines and people like that. So like Boeing is not going to keep making anymore, but the planes are still going to be out there. You're still going to see them flown. The same with the A380. That's an expensive jet. There's no way you're going to stop seeing that in the next 20, 50 years. That thing's going to be flying for a while. It's not going to make anymore. It's going to be rare to see it. GTA 5, maybe. I've been actually thinking about that. I might actually do a video on some GTA 5. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream. We'll see. But it won't be regular GTA 5. It'll be a modded server. A330 Neo is replacing the A380. Okay. I know, it is crazy. The 757 outlasted the A380, and it's still gonna outlast its brother, the 767 too, which is hilarious. Who would have thought the flying pencil was gonna make it this far? There we go. See, now we got our F-16. Now we got our fighter support. We got our bodyguard here. We got our backup, man. We're straight. Bro, I'm feeling real safe and secure right now. Why is this music Spanish? Because I'm playing a Latin mix, so it's all type of Latin music. It's not just Portuguese or Brazilian. So this Cessna should be replaced with the A380. Yeah, sure. But welcome. What's up, Gonzalo de Santa Ana? Bom dia. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Just kidding. Yeah, man, so how do you guys like it, man? How did you guys so far, how did you enjoy the South American tour? How are you enjoying South America, even outside of my streams and my flights? Again, it's a long time, man. Over a year, maybe even long, like I don't know, over a year we've been thinking about South America and flying out here, and I already had the idea to do South American tour. Just the thought of flying around South America I thought was gonna be just fun, amazing. And Koth Kaylee, what's up? Good to see you. Oh, you're Spanish, Gonzalo. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I've been wanting to do it, and so I'm glad we're finally here. We're finally in South America, flying over this gorgeous scenery on Infinite Flight, enjoying it. It's just very nice. It's really cool. I love doing the tours. Definitely let us know, in the future, because this is not over. This is not where it ends. Oh, don't kill me. Oh, he killed me. Dead. You're supposed to be protecting me, F-16. What happened? You just took off the whole first class seat. Everybody in first class is dead. In fact, the rest of us will die when we hit the ground. But yeah, I'm curious what other tours you guys will be interested in seeing in the future, because we'll be getting away from Infinite Flight for a couple weeks after today. So yes, sorry to say goodbye. Only for a couple weeks though. Again, we may mix in some Friday night flights in the next couple weeks, but next week we have Euro Trucks, the European tour with Euro Truck Simulator. I always mix up my words when trying to say that. But yes, European tour next week on ETS. So we will not be doing Infinite Flight. Won't be any X-Plane either, unless I post some videos outside of that. But in the week after that is yet to be announced. So we'll just see how things go. And yeah. But yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. So when we come back to Infinite Flight, I want to know what you guys want to see, where you guys want to fly, what you guys want to do. When we come back, we may plan out another tour. There's a lot of places in the world we have not flown yet still. Matter of fact, if we wanted to, we could come back and do South American Tour V2, you know what I mean, part 2, because we did not see a lot of the no, it's not in the US, of South America. Matter of fact, let's do this really quickly. I'm gonna switch you guys over to my PC screen, and we're gonna take a look at the whole continent of South America and take a look at what traffic looks like right now, which is really busy. and also take a look at what we actually got to explore. As soon as I can find it, there it is. So boom, for all you guys who like seeing my OBS, there it is. I got my chat up on the right side. I got my aircraft flying, looking beautiful. So anyways, I'm gonna go to live flight here. And let's go to the satellite view because everything looks better in the satellite view. Look at that, you can see all the traffic out here as I was talking about before. And I think actually you guys were right. When I looked earlier, I thought Rio was more busy, but it seems that Sao Paulo actually does look a little bit more busy than Rio. It doesn't matter, we're landing in Rio today. Here's our stream train coming down the coast, the west coast, east coast of Brazil. Not too far to go now. But so, recap. Day one, we flew out of Colombia and we flew to Ecuador, flying to Quito, one of the highest elevated airports in the world. Matter of fact, both of them, Bogota and Quito, were both like 9,000, maybe close to 10,000 feet in elevation. Very high. It was very fun, very cool flight. Probably one of the, I don't know, definitely a great destination. I definitely recommend you fly in or out of there when you get a chance. Day two, we jumped all the way down to Chile and Argentina. We flew all the way down here in these little islands and mountains, and it was pretty cool. We flew some VFR flying in the X Cup, and then jumped into the fighter jets and finished off in the fighter jets in Argentina. That was a lot of fun. Day three, what did we do? Day three, I think we flew out of Uruguay. Which is over here, not far from Buenos Aires, which is the reason why I did not want to fly there today. Actually, it wasn't Uruguay. Where did we fly out of? Yeah, it was Uruguay, I think. Then we flew Uruguay to Rio, I believe we did. And then, was it the next day we flew from Brasilia, which is capital, one of the capitals of Brazil, which I don't always forget where exactly it is. There it is, Brasilia, right there. And we flew from there up to Fortaleza. Beautiful flight, love Fortaleza, really cool approach out there. Nice, very short runway. I was not expecting it to have such a short runway. And on the other flight, we did fly over my other place that I've been wanting to see, Florianopolis. I love this place, it's so cool, interesting looking of a city, of an area. Got some really cool mountains, got this really awkward island sitting here that's barely touching the rest of the city, so it's pretty cool. And then today, for our final leg, South American tour, I guess you could say part one, because we will eventually come back to South America and do another tour. We're doing this leg from Salvador down to Rio de Janeiro for Carnival. Just kidding, it's not carnival season, but still. But there's a lot of places we haven't been to. I still want to go to Bolivia. I want to go to, what's that other place we've said we want to go to? Shoots. There's a city out here somewhere that I wanted to go to. We didn't get to see. We didn't get to go to Peru. Man, I want to go to Peru. Peru would be a great place to fly. I can't remember. There was some other place I wanted to fly to, but this is, you know, South America is a big place. A lot of secret treasures when it comes to scenery. There's even this Falkland Island out here. I don't know if that's part of South America or not, but that's there. There's an option to fly out there. There's also the South Sandwich Islands. For real, is that the name of this place? South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. What? I just learned something new. I didn't know that was there. And matter of fact, we're not even that far from what's Antarctica or something like that. All that snow and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of places in South America we did not get to see. But yeah, so I want to know, guys, where you want to fly next. We've already done Australian tour in the past. That's way the heck over here. We've done Australian tour already. In the past, we've done the African tour, which we also didn't get to, you know, visit all of them. I'm trying to do these tours like in a week, so it's kind of tough to fit an entire continent the size of Africa or South America in a week long of flying, but we definitely have to go back and see it again. We also did a Caribbean tour. We flew all the way from Florida, did all these little islands, came back to Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Cuba, and back to Florida. That was a lot of fun. You guys have already given us the idea to maybe do a Hawaiian tour, which would be a bit smaller. Probably fly some smaller planes. I know China has a lot of nice places out here. We can go out here in the Indian area, Dubai, a lot of people want the European tour, and that's because most of you guys who are watching live are European, because it's, most of you guys are from this part of the world. Most of y'all who are looking at this right now, most of you, and that's why you guys want it. But I mean, honestly, like UK is not, like on Infinite Flight, there ain't much to look at up here. When you get over in the like central to southern France, the Alps, some of Germany, Spain looks amazing, Portugal looks amazing, Italy looks amazing, Romania, Bulgaria, like, all these areas actually is very nice. But we're gonna be actually exploring all that from the ground. From the ground on next week on Euro Truck Simulator. So that's where we're going. But anyways, let's go back to the thing. But no, I'm not gonna do another Australian tour, not yet. I'm not ready to go back. Like we spent like 2 weeks when we did it. I think we spent like 2 weeks in Australia. It was a long time. I was so done with Australia after we left Australia. New Zealand's not a bad idea though. We could do some New Zealand. Again, if we do like a small island like New Zealand or Hawaii, something like that, like I'm definitely going to be flying some small planes. Like we're not gonna be flying 787s. We're not gonna be doing any long hauls. So I don't know what happened to spacing, but I have aircraft all around me now. So let's take a look. Did I catch Starly somehow? No, this is somebody else. The Land Chile caught up with me. How fast are we going? I'm going as fast as I can. I don't know where these people came from. Like for real. We don't have any tailwind support anymore, so now our speed is 508 knots, or no, yeah, knots ground speed. Descending about 160 miles away at 1900 feet per minute. Thank you, Starly. 160 miles, so that is going to be in a little less than 100 miles from now. And for the people who are around me right now, just a heads up, guys, like we need to separate somehow before we descend, because once we descend, it's going to be harder to separate. And I'm willing to sacrifice my position and move behind y'all to make that spacing better. That's what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens, because it seems like when I slow down, they slow down, and then what's the point? But anyways, Japan tour, that would be a really good idea, actually. We've already done the African tour. Apache Gunner, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Southeast Asia tour would not be a bad idea. I want to quickly talk about, and I feel like I've had this conversation before. Hola, Jefferson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome. I took my IFATC practical. Oh, here we go. Hold on, guys, I'm dying. Go ahead and go forward, please. Gonna slow the way. I'm gonna go down to Boeing 787. I'm gonna go to the Boeing 737 speed to avoid
spoilers extended.
But yeah, I took my IFATC practical test yesterday. Remember, I was mentioning how I was kind of trying to go on this journey of, I guess, to be IFATC, because I've always wanted to be able to control on an expert server. I've controlled on training server before, but I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do like a stream, I would prefer to do expert server. I'm not doing training server; it'd just be crazy. And anyway, so I passed my written test. It went really well. I did that the night before that, and then last night we did the practical test, and that did not go so well. It did not go so well. When it was over, I already knew I had failed. Like as soon as it ended, before I even heard from the recruiter, like I was like, yeah, this is I failed this. It did not. I could tell it just didn't go well, and I was honestly pissed at myself. I was mad. I even posted in the staff chat with my moderators, like, man, I'm freaking pissed right now. Like I was mad. Like I don't get mad easy, but I was really mad. And it's all cooled down now, so I can like kind of talk about it real chill. But I was upset, and I wasn't mad at IFATC. I wasn't mad at Infinite Flight. I was mad at me. I was mad at myself because I know what the heck to do. Like I feel that I know what I need to do. I'm very confident, matter of fact, that I know what to do, what to say, all that stuff, and when to say it. My issue, and after thinking about it, and even talk with the recruiter a little bit more since yesterday, I realize now what my real issue was, and my real issue is lack of practice. That's what the real problem was, lack of practice. And just as I thought, when I slowed down, so did they. So we're just gonna mind our own business. There ain't nothing I can do. But anyway, so yes, lack of practice. So my issue, the main issue, this is the reason why I failed the test again. This is my second time failing the practical test. That's why I was even more upset. Cause I'm like, do I even have freaking time to do this? Do I want to spend more time at trying to be a ATC on a mobile flight simulator? Do I even care enough? You know what I mean? Like, as all those thoughts were going through my mind, cause I was really upset. I was like, I feel like I wasted my time, because the night before doing the written and the practical test, actually the night I did the written test, which was the night before I did the practical test, I watched every single IFATC video tutorial that was out there. I watched them slowly. I really took my time to make sure I understood everything, and I did. That's why I passed my written test. But the problem was, when it comes to actually doing it and applying the things that you can do, what happened for me is, what I was struggling with was finding the commands. Like, if I need to give a left base to American 138, I knew how to say it. I knew what I needed to say. I didn't need to look at the game to know what to say. I knew exactly what to say. My problem was finding out where the heck it was in all these buttons. I was like, where the heck is it? I'm going through all the buttons trying to find where it was. This was me in my practical exam, literally clicking through all the commands trying to find out where this and where that was. Now, as far as the left base function, that was not a problem, but there was other functions that I didn't use all that much when I did do my practice and training server, that it was kind of hard for me to find, and because the pressure was on me, you know what I mean, as well, that kind of also made me trip up. So I also hit a few buttons wrong. So for example, one of the big things that a lot of people struggle with, and I know I also struggle with my first time taking the practical, and that is the transition. There's always going to be an aircraft who wants to transition to tower airspace, and you need to know what the airspace's altitude is. So if it's surface to 25, surface to 63, whatever. And so the airport that I did was Boise, Idaho. It was I believe the airport elevation was 3,000-ish feet, around 3,000 feet, and the airspace went up to 6,300, something like that. Now, whenever I gave the clearance for that transition to the aircraft, I gave him the wrong altitude. Matter of fact, I gave something below sea level. No, it was below the airport elevation, and that was because why did I do that? Because basically I just hit the wrong button, and I also had in my mind, I had this number from another airport that I was doing, and so it was just a mistake. I knew what I needed to say. The problem was also, when I did make a mistake, I was trying to find out where to correct it, where was correction at? Because there's a button. I know there's a button in the ATC controls that says correction, you can actually correct yourself, and I didn't know where it was because I hadn't used it in a long time. So one time I was very sluggish and kind of far behind on replying to aircraft because I was looking for the correction button, because I gave somebody a follow aircraft on left base when that aircraft was actually on left downwind, and I was like, well crap, I know he's on left downwind, not a left base, but I sent left base, but I want to correct that so they know that I know that I did a mistake. And so I spent all this time looking for correction. By the time I look for it, I'm 30 seconds to 60 seconds behind on replying to another aircraft who was trying to get in with tower. So it just kind of turned into a spiraling mess, and I was very just frustrated with myself and upset, and I was like, do I really want to do this? And then I also found out that I can't even freaking retake it for a whole month. I was done. I was so upset. That ruined my day yesterday, honestly. But again, I after thinking about it, no, you freaking slow down for spacing. How'd you even get in front of me? I ain't slowing down. I've been here. I don't even know where the heck you came from. I've been here. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting my feelings coming back from yesterday. But but anyways, point is, I know I need practice. And I'm okay with that, because even if I had passed, oh, we need this in. Even if I had passed, I wouldn't have been ready. I wouldn't have been ready because I later on last night did a training server session in Miami, just to kind of test myself again. And I was kind of falling behind. So I just need practice on knowing where everything is and getting better familiarized with where all the different commands and controls are. But yeah, I was frustrated. It was definitely not happy about it, but I'm not giving up, and I'm gonna try it again later. But yeah, I was definitely went through this whole spiral in my mind, like I don't really want to deal with this. Like I would rather spend my time on something that's actually gonna help my real flight training rather than trying to figure out how to get a part of a virtual ATC team on a mobile flight simulator. So I'm just being honest with you on how I was feeling about it. But yeah, I was a little upset. But as far as this flight that's happening right now, we're descending, guys, in the Rio right now. I'm descending 1,900 feet per. Oh crap! Really, I bumped the desk, and that did that. Come on, come back now. You got this. Don't do this to me again today. I literally only bumped the desk. That is all I did. I think my phone is upset at me now. He's like, "Hey man, I was there with you, bro. I was there with you." Anyways, I am descending though, as I'm trying to fix this. I'm descending down 1,900 feet per minute, down to 12,000 for now. I think Rio's, I'm just gonna double check here while we can. And when things go wrong, they always say fly the plane. Fly the plane first, and then fix the issue. So the elevation is gonna be 27 feet, so it's basically sea level. So 12,000 should be perfectly fine. We'll have ATC on the way in. I think approach is online. I'm not 100% sure. So hopefully I don't have to like restart the whole stream again to get this to work. So I'm gonna try to get this to work. Black screen simulator, yes sir, guys. You know it's my favorite. Oh yeah. Let's get this fixed. Turn the music up since we're You are now listening to Blue Air Radio as we go through some technical difficulties on 116 FM. Thank you, Leon Kui. Aviate, navigate, communicate. I'm glad you put that in there. I feel like I'm gonna have to unplug it and plug it back in. Let's try it. Unplugging. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hey, we got it on the first try. Oh yes. Good times. All right. I'm like worried. I'm moving some cords around right now. I'm like, don't go away. I don't want to play black screen simulator. Not today. All right. PL, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Blue Air Radio. What's the name of the African tour intro music? I don't remember now. It's been a few weeks. I think I mentioned though I got it from the YouTube music library. I don't remember what section. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't remember the name. I have it in my library. Matter of fact, I could probably find it for you right now. Hold on. Let me see. You guys have been asking that a bunch. I guess you guys like that song. Hey.
Algún día volverás tú al lado mío y yo de testigo. Vamos 1, 2, 3.
Alright, we're gonna pause this song really quick. I want to see if this is the song I use on the African Summer Tour. I'm about to play it here right now. So if this is the right song, then this is the one. Here it is. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. I remember that song very clearly. Alright, so the name of this song is Reese Peace Rhythm. Like Reese Peace Rhythm. So Reese as in R-E-E-S-E, Peace, regular Peace, P-E-A-C-E, and Rhythm, R-I-D-D-I-M. I don't know who's this by. It doesn't say who's by, but I got it from the YouTube library, so I don't know how you would find it, but there you go. And matter of fact, since we're listening to it now, I'll let it play. Okay, so seriously though, separation is a problem. Land Chili 16 and Blue Crew, we're not okay. ATC is not gonna allow us to come in this way. I'm just gonna slow down. There's like so much space behind us. There's so much space, and yet we're right here.
Flight spoilers extended.
Welcome back, Ethan. Good to see you, man. Yep, that's the song. That is the song.
Esos pasos te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres moverlo sin pena, ven, sin estrés. Muéstrame esos pasos te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres conmigo, amor, todos esos placeres.
Iraq, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm grade 3 and we're on expert server. Ali Bob, what's up, man? Welcome back. Roman, good to see you as well. I could do a circle and that'll separate me real quick, but it also probably put me in the way of somebody else. What I could do, actually, now that you make that point, I could actually vector myself. Let's see. Man, this is not yet close to the toss of departure, so I'm just going to vector myself to separate myself from the group. Oops, wrong button. This is why I need an iPad. I was trying to hit plus and minus and I hit vertical speed. Here we go. Yes, sir. Thank you, Kamani. Follow my catchphrase for joining IFATZ. Give it all you got. You're right. And who was that? Walking Fruit? I think they reminded me that last night. I was like, you're gonna use my own freaking quote against me. I didn't reply, but that's what I was thinking. That was not in the mindset that I wanted to keep going. Like, I was literally in the mindset last night that I wanted to give up on IFATC. I was like, forget it, I was gonna be a pilot. That was my mindset last night. But it changed again. Like, over time, I was like, you know what? I thought through it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna go through the process. So now I have to talk with what you call a trainer or person for a whole month. I gotta work with a trainer and wait until a month, so September, to actually apply again for IFATC. So if it happens, it happens. I really don't care anymore, to be honest with you. I'm just doing it for fun. So what I decided to do after failing last night, I was like, you know what? I do still, like, I'm still in the mood to do like some ATC like on infinite flight. So I'm just gonna go to training server and just do some practice there, you know, until I actually finally get to join IFATC. So that's what I've been doing, is joining IFATC unannounced, just popping in at different random airports and doing controlling for like an hour or two while I'm doing other things. So, and that'll get me familiar with everything, and that'll help for sure. And I'm also be doing some sessions with an IFATC trainer. All right, so are we close enough to talk to ATC yet? No, still not close enough. Still descending. Mountains out here though, man, looks great. Anybody ever played Modern Ops? I don't know what that is. Or whoever said, maybe it was IFMG, my bad if I got the person wrong, but one of the mods, one of you guys tried to cheer me up by saying give up, give in, and give it all you got, and it didn't really cheer me up, to be honest with you. It was good. It was just something I needed to hear. It wasn't like, it's good that you said it. I'm glad that you did say it, because it was like, you know what, you're right. I need to not give up, because that's part of my thing. Like, I'm not supposed to give up, not even on IFATC. So that's what I'm doing. 001, Emirates 001, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I don't want to tell everybody where I'm at. I don't like creating things on the forum. I'm not a forum person. Matter of fact, I hate forums. I hate forums. I really do. I'm like, I just prefer just to talk on Discord. Personally, I know forums do a lot of good things, but I just don't like forums. So I avoid them at all costs. So creating a forum topic to say, hey, I'm controlling somewhere on training server. No, I'm not about that life. Erlin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Flan and Liam, welcome to the stream. Expert server guys, grade 3 or above. Yes, you are allowed to join Discord. Just get that link from the chat. ATC is available currently. Next time, just don't fail. You won't be angry. Yeah, I know. I know. Like when I finished, I was like, this is what I was thinking when I finished the IFATC practice test yesterday, and it was over when it ended. Just go ahead and talk to Rio as well. I'll continue the story in a bit. We'll talk to Rio approach. Runway, any runway.
116 is 29 nautical miles southeast of Fast Latitude of 15,700 feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Rio de Janeiro. Chinese
Proceed where?
Maintain best forward speed.
Huh?
Maintain best forward speed.
Are they closed?
587 heavy. Blue 116, unable to provide services to this airport at the moment. Proceed on
Are they closed, guys?
36 nautical miles northwest of Fort Francisco at 17,400 feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Rio de Janeiro. Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mid 106. Turn left heading 180.
No, guys, will not be a stream tomorrow. I don't stream on weekends. So Starly, I'm getting like rejected from Rio. I think he's on it already, but he says that he's not available to provide services. Did I pick the wrong airport?
Resume home navigation. Gol 6479.
Land Chili 16 is 20. Land Chili 16, unable to provide.
Oh, it's Julius. What's up,
services
Julius?
at the moment.
I'm confused.
Proceed on course. Roger,
I think I might have picked the wrong airport.
Gol 6479. Contact Rio de Janeiro Tower on 118.8.
No, I picked the right airport.
Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey is 26 nautical miles east of Fazenda Santa at 40.
I'm just gonna request again. I might have sent the wrong airport. Alright, let's go ahead and turn music off so we can focus here. Yeah, because he gave me the reply saying he's not available to give me services to this airport. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean? What you talking about?
20 nautical miles east of Fazenda Santa at 12,900 feet. Requesting aisles approach runway 15 at Rio
Love these
de Janeiro.
mountains.
Spirit Wings 1538 is 4 nautical miles southwest of Fazenda Bomb at 12,000 feet. Requesting flight
Rio
following
approach is
to Rio de
closed?
Janeiro.
He's not even replying to me anymore. Yeah, it is closed. Okay, so he was just gone. All right, well, that's interesting. So I guess we're gonna vector ourselves.
Rio approach. Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey with you.
Still want like runway 10. Like, what are they landing at right now? Let's see. They're doing both. They're doing 10. Oh, this is pretty cool. They're doing a runway 10 and runway 15. We're expecting runway 15. That's we need to get to a good altitude for that. So I'm gonna return to the flight plan. And Man, spacing is gonna be jacked up, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna vector myself over there. Oh yeah, there's Rio 8s. Or is there Rio 8s? Let's see if we can get Rio 8s. That'd be a smart thing to do. Here it is, tune in.
Rio de Janeiro Airport, Addis Information Kilo, time 1634 Zulu, wind 060 at 5 variable between 010 and 140, visibility 21, temperature 20, dew point 14, QNH 1020 remarks, no pattern work allowed. No light aircraft accepted at this time, straight out departures only, check forum for event information landing runways 10 and 15, departing runways 10 and 15 NOTAMs, event in progress, expect delays, advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo. Rio de Janeiro Airport.
Alright, so yeah, it's open. The airport itself is open. There's nothing in the ATIS saying that we can't fly in. It says the actives are runway 15 and 10. They're not accepting, and they're not accepting light aircraft. I think I'm actually gonna go for runway 10 because it seems to be less busy. Yeah, a lot of these guys are landing on runway 15. We'll just see once we get a little bit closer. But we're still a ways out. So let's see. We'll play it by ear here. Future gaming. This is the 787, and no, it does not have a live cockpit. The only aircraft on Infinite Flight that currently have a live cockpit are the XUVUD and the A320. Simon, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. And no, I'm not going to Sao Paulo unless they actually close the airport, but it's still open. And again, Sao Paulo is more busy than this one, so I wouldn't understand why it would be closed. I think the reason we got that message was because he was logging off at that moment that we requested, so because there's no longer approach controller on. So spacing will be interesting, especially with the posse around me. But on the way, we'll definitely enjoy the view. Really cool mountains going into Rio. I miss Rio. Rio is such a beautiful city, man. It's such a beautiful city. Gostoso. Yes, sir. We're on our descent now into Rio de Janeiro. Thank you, Red Knight Aviation, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Appreciate that, man. A318 would not be considered a light aircraft. What are you flying? Light aircraft is like something like probably a TBM, XUVUD, maybe even a... I don't know why they would reject a plane like a Citation, but that might be considered a light aircraft as well. I don't know about like Dash 8s, stuff like that. I'm not really sure what would be considered a light aircraft, honestly. Why is the game so quiet? Test it real quick. Thank you, I Fly Guy, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family, my good man. Oh, that looks dope. Wow, that looks amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention two things. One, Infinite Flight is 80% off this week, guys. Infinite Flight is 80% off this week, so check that out in the App Store and Google Store, or whatever they call it over there. And also, we have a screenshot contest going on this whole week on Infinite Flight for the Blue Games channel. So if you're flying with us, make sure you take a screenshot of your, from your replay, take the best screenshot you could possibly get, because if you win, I will use it for my thumbnail, and I may post it on Instagram. Yesterday's winner was Jet Aviation, had a great shot of a bunch of us flying goal, and the day before we had Thomas was our screenshot winner. So we'll see who will win today, and you can post those screenshots to my Discord or send them to me through DM on Instagram. You can also tag me. Make sure you send them to me so I can have the actual photo, because if not, I won't be able to get them from you or when I need them. So don't forget about that for today. And if I don't like any, because I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I just might not like what I see, I may go ahead and pick my own and we won't have a winner. But I want you guys to show me up. I want you guys to take better screenshots than I would take. So make sure you don't forget that as we finish. But man, this scenery right here though, I'm kind of cutting that line. I did not mean to do that. We have a bunch of rivals for runway 10, a lot of rivals for runway 10. I'll make a right turn. I'm kind of all over the place, I know. Alright, we're gonna start descending. Now we're over these mountains. There's Rio, the city of Rio de Janeiro off our left wing now. Beautiful. This is gonna be a mess, I can already tell. It's gonna be a mess. Alright, slowing my speed down. Preparing to go down below 10,000 feet here.
Flight spoilers extended.
I don't know why I thought for some reason that SBGL was Rio. I mean Sao Paulo. Thought SBGR would be Sao Paulo. Alright, so if we're gonna land runway 15, get my ILS chart ready. Alright, speed looking good. Let's go ahead and descend about 6,500. That's weird. Why are you installing something on my computer? Thanks for wasting my time, Navigraph. Guess I had an update. That's all good. Okay, let's see. Alright, 3,000 is what I need to know. Alright, so 3,000 feet at the intercept point, and I don't know why you guys are following me. This is not gonna go well. There's a flight plan for a reason. Alright, are we close to talk to tower? We are. Let's go talk to tower. Calling inbound for landing. We're gonna request runway 15.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, Blue 116 is 19 nautical miles to the northwest at 9,000 feet, inbound for landing with information kilo, requesting runway 15. Making a right 360, Blue 18017.
We might get a 360 too. We'll see.
360, November 1
All you guys probably can get 360s because all of us just kind of scattered in here last second. So I don't blame the controller for giving us all 360s. That's the way we came in.
Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey. Singapore 914, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Singapore 914, good day. Sierra Tango Romeo Lima Yankee, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Sierra Tango Romeo Lima Yankee. Rio de Janeiro Tower, land Chile 16, inbound on the ILS runway 15. Bravo Lima Yankee.
That's the wrong call, land Chile.
Echo Whiskey.
Enter left downwind, runway 10, number 4, traffic follows on left downwind. Alright, so he's giving us runway 10, left downwind, which we're kind of already on for 10, that's fine. Have to follow number 4, alright, so we got 1,
Jet speed 333, runway
2, 3, and we're 4, so we'll be going in behind him.
Until at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared for takeoff, runway 10, jet speed 333.
I think we should be able to turn south then behind him, so we know now we know who we're sequenced behind. Go direct south. 18180.
Whiskey Bravo, requesting change to runway 10.
Enter left downwind runway 10, land Chile 16. November 1 Whiskey Bravo, unable.
That's what I was looking for too. Was like how to say no as an ATC controller. Like, where is the button? If somebody, I had an issue last night when I was doing some ATC on training server, and stuff like this happens on training server all the time, which is annoying, but it happens. I had an A380, so that kind of said a lot. In Miami, trying to take off on the wrong runway, like the opposite direction. I was trying to tell him as a ground controller, I need you to go to runway 08 left. And he keeps like, he's like, no, I want to take off at 26. I'm like, no, you need to take off on 08 left. There's an aircraft on final of that on that runway on the opposite direction. And so he's like saying, I want 26, like 26 right or whatever. And I was trying to find the button to say no, like basically how do I say no? You cannot do that. Right, are we behind Redwood? Right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, we're behind TAM 3530. So we're number 4 is what he gave us. Let's go ahead and turn the land lights on. Below 10,000 feet now. Extend downwind. All right, we'll do.
Extending downwind, blue 116. Land Chile 16, extend downwind.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, United 9814.
Alright, so that means we wouldn't be 4. We would be something else.
Extending downwind,
I don't know, we'll see.
land
Whatever.
Chile 16. Tum 3530, enter right downwind runway 10. Enter right downwind runway.
I know, right?
10,
Push to talk ATC. When are we gonna get that? That'd be nice.
United 9814.
Illumination, we're on expert server, my friend.
Holding short runway 15.
We don't need these flight spoilers anymore.
Heavy.
Spirit
Spoilers
wings
retracted.
1538. When able, turn right. Contact ground on the taxiway. Tum 8505. Line up and wait runway 10. Wilco, Spirit wings 1538.
Line up and wait runway 10.
Yeah, I agree. Push to talk would have to be for a specific set of people. Like, you can't just have push to talk for everybody, because it'd be ridiculous. Like, it has to be like a maybe grade 5, grade 4 thing. Not even that, because there's some great immature grade 5 people who just fly a lot, you know. Alright, so that downwind leg is going to be probably a heading of like 290. Do that. He wants us on the downwind, so it's going to fly downwind. And so I guess he calls our base. Yeah, see this big gap? That's where I was going to try to fit in between TAM 3530 and Redwood 4, because he gave us we're number 4. Traffic to follow, you know, was on whatever. Let's see what he says now. Number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Alright, so can I turn now? Actually, no, that's going to be 1, 2... So I'm confused. He says we're number 3, but I also see Redwood 4. Who looks to be number 3. I'm just confused on what I need to do now. I can turn now? Alright. Set the turn now. Turn now. I just see another aircraft that's going to be an issue, but maybe not. Maybe, I mean, I'm not seeing the big picture like he is.
Mike Alpha Victor Alpha 15. When able, turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 10. TAM 8505.
Yeah, I agree with IFMG. And, like, grade really means nothing except for an access code to get in the expert server. Like, that's it. That's, like, there's nothing else. There's no other... Like, there's really nothing else. It just basically says, oh, you play this game more than some other people. Like, you can be grade 5 and still be an immature person. You can be grade 5 and just fly. You can just fly a ton, but still not even be good at it. Still not know anything. So, slowest practical, blue 116.
Maintain slowest practical speed, blue 116. Maintain best forward speed, Redwood 4.
Alright, so it looks like we'd be behind Redwood 4. I just was confused. I thought because of the sequencing he gave me, I was going to be ahead of him. So I was just confused myself.
Traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, behind the traffic on final. Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie.
Should Infinite Flight add the Cyrus Vision Jet? I mean, they could fly. They could add it. I just don't think many people are going to fly it. I think it'd be less popular than... I think maybe it'd be even. Maybe either less popular or even with the TBM. I don't know. I don't think it's needed, personally. I mean, if they added it, it'd be a cool addition. It'd be a cool little jet.
Number 2, runway 10. clear
Number
to
2, runway 10.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway
Alright, let's
10,
make a left turn.
blue 116.
TUM 8505, frequency change.
Change your ILS to runway 10, Rio.
Frequency change approved. TAM 8505. Good day.
Blue 18017.
Very, very
Number 2,
nice.
Runway 15, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway 15, Blue 18017. Land Chile 16. Number 3, runway 10, clear to land. Thank you, Blue 18017. Number 3, clear to land, runway 10.
Takeoff Aviation says he remembers us doing a flight from Frankfurt or somewhere in Germany to somewhere in China in MD-11s with, who was that? You said TIRLI, Walking Fruit, and somebody else?
Bravo Lima uniform Charlie Romeo Echo
I don't think I
Whiskey.
was part of that flight.
November 1 Whiskey Bravo, number 3, runway 10, clear to land.
Number 3, clear to land, runway 10, November 1 Whiskey Bravo.
TUM 302, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxi.
Alright guys, we are on final. We're doing really good on time too today. Doing really good on time.
Land Chile 173 is 26 nautical miles to the northwest at 9,500.
This tower control is doing a great job without approach. The airspace. Doing a lot better than I would have done.
Enter left downwind runway 10, number 5. Traffic to follow is on left downwind. Enter left downwind, runway 10, behind the traffic on left downwind, land Chile 173. Rio de Janeiro Tower, land Chile 7931, inbound on the ILS runway 10 with information kilo. Land Chile 7931, enter left base runway 15, number 4, traffic to follow is on final. Enter left base, runway
I see if you can see the
15,
runway
behind the
from
traffic
here. I
on
think I
final,
see
land
it
Chile
right there, yeah.
7931.
Yep, I have the airport in sight. Still below the glide slope. Trying to get a line with the runway from out here. We're still, how far are we? We're 20 miles out. Lots of aircraft in the airspace. Nope, this is our final flight of the day, guys. And final flight of our South American tour. Great way to end it in Rio on Friday night flight. Alright, our final approach heading is gonna be 096.
Number 4, runway 15, clear to land. Number 4, clear to land, runway 15, land Chile 7931. Rio de Janeiro Tower.
Flaps 1 degree.
Oscar Oscar Bravo 01, inbound on
There's a
the
plane
ILS
coming
runway
right for me.
10 with information kilo.
But
Rio
he's
de Janeiro
2,000 feet
Tower,
above,
Val
so he's like,
2124, ready for takeoff
Can I
at
see him?
runway 15, departing west.
Rio de Janeiro Tower,
Don't see him.
Alpha Charlie Lima 89 is 24 nautical miles to the west at 4,000 feet, inbound for landing. Requesting
Red Knight Aviation, am I planning to use a joystick? No. For infinite flight, no. Alright, approach mode is activated. Spool is going to armed. We are 12 miles away.
Flaps 5 degrees.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, Philippines 2.
And what tour next for infinite flight? I don't know. The next tour is going to be Europe on ETS though, so it's not an infinite flight thing. It's going to be a European truck simulator thing. And that'll be next week.
Philippines 238, enter right downwind runway 10. Enter right downwind runway 10, Philippines 238.
Flaps 15 degrees.
Bravo Lima uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey is on final runway 10, full stop.
Alright, we're gonna go gear down.
Gear down.
That 787 got a little gear tilt to it. It straightens back up, but you see that? Oh, great. A tower just left. Not even on the right Unicom frequency. He might have got kicked. When I was doing ATC, I got kicked, but my infinite flight like quit on me a few times. Not sure why.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom, dial 2124 is taking off
Flaps
runway
20
15,
degrees.
departing west.
Rio de Janeiro
I do have that traffic in sight ahead of us.
24 nautical miles to the northwest at 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
Inbound for landing. Will make
I do.
left traffic for runway 15.
Rio de Janeiro
And good
Unicom,
and spacing
land
ahead of us.
7931 is 10 nautical miles to the northwest at
Tower is offline, YOLO. That's basically what happens.
Will make straight into runway 15.
That is basically what happens. It's like, oh, tower's gone. All right, everybody go direct.
Runway 15.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom, Blue 18017 is clear of all runways. Rio de Janeiro Unicom, November Oscar Bravo 01 is on right.
Alright, we're on short final, right 10.
Rio de
And you
Janeiro
have
Blue 116 is on
crossing
final,
approaches too.
runway 10.
Flaps
Be very
25
interesting.
degrees.
Alright guys, we're about 4 miles away. And we're definitely slower than the guy behind us because he's catching us.
1000. Rio de Janeiro Unicom, TAM 1776, taxiing to runway 15.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, when I was controlling the other day, like on training server, I kept having an issue whenever I went to double tap on somebody's tag to zoom in on him. Infinite flight would crash on me, and I was like, okay. And it actually happened to me during my practical exam as well.
10.
Alright guys, we're ready to go.
Flaps
full.
30 degrees.
Rio de Janeiro
I want to get rid of my HUD.
10221 is on final, runway 10.
Calibrate my screen.
500.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom, land Chile
Not too windy.
7931 is on
That's
final,
500. I'm
runway
gonna go ahead and
15.
take control slowly.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom, TAM 221 is 18 nautical miles to the west.
I have the controls.
100 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 10.
Rio de Janeiro
Minimums,
Unicom,
minimums.
316 is on final, runway 10.
Oh great, tower just went online. I'm on final, it's too late. I'm high, man.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, North Shuttle 1289, ready
100.
for takeoff at runway 15, departing west.
50.
Rio
40,
de Janeiro Tower,
30,
TAM 79,
20.
ready for takeoff at
Ooh,
runway
with the
10,
float.
departing
10.
straight out.
Landing spoilers
We're down?
extended.
Now we're down.
Bravo Lima Uniform
Didn't make it.
is on final,
We might.
runway 15.
Nope. Not gonna make it.
Janeiro Tower, November 1 Whiskey Bravo is 3 nautical miles to the
Alright, I thought we
southwest
might
at
make that one, but we weren't gonna make it.
1,300 feet. Inbound for landing with information kilo.
Yep, long landing. That was not one of my best landings
Land
at all.
Chile 173
Oh
is
well.
on final, runway 10.
But did you die? But did you die? No, you
Rio de
didn't.
Janeiro Tower, Delta 110 is 13 nautical miles to the west at
Alright, guys, welcome to Rio
1,500 feet. Inbound
de
for
Janeiro.
landing with information Lima, requesting runway 10.
Hope you enjoyed that flight, and I hope you enjoyed that South American tour.
Making a right 360, land Chile 173.
Final stop here in Rio. I can't think of a better place to end the tour than Rio. Alright, there's some whole short bars right there.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, North Shuttle 1289,
And,
ready for takeoff at runway
wait,
15,
which-
departing
Is that a
west.
taxiway? That is a
Rio de
taxiway.
Janeiro Tower, Kilo Lima Mike 222, inbound on the
My bad.
ILS runway
I thought
15.
that this was another runway, so we're gonna move up ahead of this
Bravo
thing.
Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey.
Delta 110.
Alright, now we're officially clear of the runway.
Enter straight in runway 10, Delta 110.
November 1 Whiskey Bravo, go around, make right traffic runway 10. Going around, November 1 Whiskey Bravo.
This dude's like full throttle going down the taxiway right now with Virgin American Aircraft. Alright, spoilers off, flaps up.
Flaps up.
And we never really were on the tower, so I'm just gonna, oh, there is no ground. There's no ground controller.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, TAM 735.
Alright, we're gonna switch to the Unicom. Land lights off, strobe lights off, seatbelts off. Let's keep moving because there's aircraft behind us. And we're gonna taxi to parking on Unicom.
Airspace. Please contact Rio de Janeiro Tower on 118.2.
He's fine. He's fine. I think he was in a hurry to get somewhere. Cause look at him, he's gone. That dude was taxiing like max speed. Actually, where did he go? There's no way he got way down there that fast.
243 is on final. Runway 15.
But as I said, welcome guys to Rio de Janeiro. That landing was not great. Not great at all. But hey, did you die? No, we're all alive here. And glad and happy to be in Rio. Today's flight was from Salvador to Rio de Janeiro. Final day South American tour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour out here in South America, because I definitely did. Got to see some beautiful sights, some things that I've never gotten to see before in real life, or even, I mean, I haven't even looked at the map of some of these places, you know what I mean? So it's really nice to be able to fly out here and actually enjoy the scenery out in South America. So we'll see where we end up going next. You guys have a lot of really good ideas though that you've posted in the chat already. I recommend for me or any of my moderators to even remember those ideas. You should definitely send those to the feedback channel on our Discord to let us know like what, you know, stuff. I mean, not only feedback on the channel and on the videos, but you can also send feedback and ideas on like tours that you want to see in the future, games you want to see me play in the future, whatever. Like any feedback is welcome. If my mic sounded bad today, you can send that as feedback. You know what I mean? Like any feedback is welcome, but be respectful and make sure it's constructive if you're gonna send criticism. But yeah, good stuff. Go ahead and hide our entire UI there. And once we get parked at the gate, we'll go back and we'll watch the replay and see how bad it actually was. But yeah, I think ATC had some kind of internet problem or something happened right before we landed, so we ended up landing without tower online. He actually came online right before, when I was on final, which I was already committed to land well past the threshold, so I don't think he really can be upset for me landing still. I see parking over there.
Rio de Janeiro Unicum, Tango Uniform India Victor 103, taxiing to runway.
What up, Raven?
10.
Welcome, man.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom, Alpha Charlie.
Go ahead and switch to the other runway. Not runway, the other taxiway. But yeah, guys, if you want to fly into Rio or Sao Paulo today, there's also like 10 other featured airports that Infinite Flight has posted for IFATC to control. So they'll be here all day. So depending on where your time zone is, you definitely come out and enjoy your own flight out here with ATC. And you could always look on the forums as well for their ATC locations per day. They have like a whole schedule where they're controlling for the entire week, and so if you ever need to get ATC in expert server, you'll know where they're at. But I guess for me, I'll continue practicing and learning whenever I have some free time and feel like controlling. I'll hop on training server and do a little controlling and practicing, getting familiar with all the commands and where they are, so that I know, like, you know, when I want to say something, I know how to get there. And so next month, I guess, I'll retake my practical if I still feel like it. Did I get ghosted? I don't believe so. Don't know why you would think that. Thing is, if when you get ghosted, you still can see everyone, but they can't see you. So if for whatever reason you guys can't see me, then I did get ghosted, which would be ridiculous because I've done nothing wrong. I will fight that one out for sure. But we're on Unicom because there's no ground controller. It's only tower. Only towers online. But worst case scenario, if I did get ghosted and it was legit, I won't be playing Infinite Flight for the next 7 days anyways. We'll be on Euro Truck Simulator, so it would just suck to have a ghosting on my record because I don't have any. Yeah, we'll park over there somewhere next to goal. Make a left turn here. Clear. I love how the 787 just rolls. Like a taxi is so easy. Like it just, without even putting any throttle in, it just continues rolling at a decent pace. Like you don't really have to force it to go down the taxiway at all. I like that. Some aircraft you got to keep putting in throttle, and then you put in too much throttle. It's really hard to find a sweet spot. Is that a spot right there? Is it big enough for us? That's the question. No, that spot is not big enough for us. We're gonna continue. Actually, there's some spots over there too. I didn't notice that. So we're looking for a heavy position. Actually, I think that's one right there. We could have parked there. Oh, he left. I could have parked right there. Dang it, man. Dang it, man.
India Victor 003, taxiing to runway 15.
Rio de Janeiro Unicum, Infinite Flight 1, taxiing to runway 15.
Right now, we're just looking for a parking spot. Find one. Shows the airport map I could look at. Might have to go to the other side. Long taxi today. Long taxi. Alright, it's like that 777 is pushing back. We'll take his spot. That we'll hold here and give him some time to push back. And we'll go ahead and move in on his spot. That Air Italia 777. But guys, again, thank you so much. Once we get parked, we're gonna end the flight, watch the landing of today's flight, and we'll see how that goes. I have not had great landings this week. It's been a bad week for landings for me on Infinite Flight. But again, they don't really I don't get upset. I really don't. I don't really get upset. I just try to do better next time, and sometimes I do better, sometimes I don't. Europe has loads of big airports. Yeah, it does. Europe is a big place. Yeah, it has plenty of big airports. Uh-oh, somebody actually got ghosted? That sucks. Somebody else got reported. I had a feeling that was going to happen today. Yeah, he is pushed back the other way. He still has a taxi that way, though. Like, there's no way for him to go in this direction. So he still has to go at least to the left once he gets moving. And there's no ground controller, so he doesn't need to wait for... Did somebody take his spot already? Somebody freaking took his spot already. That sucks. Yeah, man. I need to just park somewhere else. Let's see, where else can we park? There's lots of spots out here. Yep, they're gone now. Michigan Aviation, I didn't see your question. I was probably landing the plane, flying the plane. What happened? What was your question now that I'm looking? Oh, he's back. We'll find a spot. Cindy Matthew, you are the goal to my right. Cool, man. Is it true that goal's name came from like soccer or football, where you're like goal, like it's supposed to be like a happy thing? Is that true? Alright, here we go. He's gone. Yeah, we probably have to find a spot somewhere else. The ground is kind of busy out here. When am I flying the TBM again? Where we were gonna fly it today, but everybody who was watching yesterday, I allowed everybody to vote on what they wanted us to fly today, and the TBM did not win. They wanted us to fly some airliners, so that is what we're doing. So when am I gonna fly it again? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer. And that's same for Infinite Flight and X-Plane. I'll probably be flying TBM soon on X-Plane, just not as a video or a live stream. I'm always constantly flying. I just don't always stream all my flights. All these spots are too small. All these spots are too small for the big boy. Might just go ahead and take this one. Just take 2 spots. We have a 787 behind me too, so I'll take this on the right. I hear a 208. No, that's a dash that I just heard. Take this one. On the end. Trying to get her lined up. Going 2 knots. Really slow. I'm going, guys. I'm going. All right, there we go. And brakes. All right, guys, we're here. Spot's a little small for us, a little tidy. I'm gonna scoot up, go beyond the line, get a little closer. Let's give you guys some space who are taxiing behind me. All right, now we're good. So engine's off, 1 and 2, beacon lights off, seatbelt sign off, and that's it. Welcome to Rio again, guys. You guys are free to go do your own thing.
Taxiing to runway 15.
Appreciate it, Starlight, for answering that. Yeah, TBM around Asia would be cool. But yeah, we're gonna fly it today, so definitely expect to see it in the future sometime on Infinite Flight, but probably not in the next week. Well, no, it won't be in the next week. For sure. Alright guys, I think it's replay time. Who's ready for replay? In flight. Anyway, that was a decent flight. Kind of weird. Towards the end, it got kind of weird with ATC and ATC not being there and stuff like that, and with people flying over me. But for the most part, it was a decent flight. Alright, what am I doing? Go to replays. Ty says no. Sorry, man. We gotta go. iPad pilots for virtual buses. If you like a command button map for ATC, please contact. Yes, I actually would. I didn't know that existed. I did not know that existed. That would be helpful. That's what I struggle with the most with ATC on Infinite Flight, is just finding where the heck the button is. Where I know what I want to say, I just don't know where it is. And there's some that I'm familiar with, but then there's others that I'm not as familiar with. And I'm like, it just takes me a while to find them, and then it gets me behind, and then it's a snowball effect from there. And G-Man Dukes YT, what's next week's plan, man? We're gonna be doing some European tour out, and I don't know where we're starting yet. The guys are planning it. A boring ETS tour. Yeah, right. We're gonna have fun. So European tour and the European Truck Simulator next week. Get to bring my good old Thrustmaster wheel out, do some driving. do some deliveries. We'll see how it goes. I've never done a European truck simulator stream yet, so we'll see how it goes. But definitely come by and say hi if you're not into it. All right, let's go to the end.
November 1 Whiskey Bravo is on final runway 15. Full stop.
I love a 787. See you, Red Knight. Starly gets demoted, right? Starly's gonna be demoted for a week. I fly, guys. See you next time, man. Thanks for coming by, bro.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom. SATBU is 24 nautical miles to the northwest.
Thank you, Grimnar911, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family, and thank you for supporting the Twitch family.
7931 is 10 nautical miles to the northwest at 2,200 feet.
Yeah, TBM would be dope. TBM would be dope.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom. Alpha
Do they fly TBMs in Europe? Like, do they like, how popular is a TBM like in real life? Like, how many people are flying TBMs in Europe? I'm just curious. Like, I know I see them in the US quite a bit, but I don't know how much you see them, because there's certain types of planes, like general aviation planes, you don't see a lot of them in Europe because most of them in the US, and the same with, you see a lot of them in Europe, but you don't see a lot in the US.
We'll make straight in for runway 10. Rio de Janeiro Unicum, Blue 116 is on final, runway 10.
Gonzalo, see you in September. All right, man, see you in September.
Rio de Janeiro Unicom. TAM 1776, taxiing to runway 15. Rio de Janeiro Unicom, November 1 Whiskey Bravo, going around.
Don't forget, guys, screenshot contest starting now for today's thumbnail. So make sure you send those screenshots to Discord, my Discord, or DM me on Instagram, those screenshots. High resolution, please. And for a chance to be on the thumbnail for today's flight. And I may post it on Instagram.
Land Chile 7931 is on final, runway 15.
Rio de Janeiro Unicum, TAM 221 is 18 nautical
Will I ever
miles
play
to the west
Fox
at
2020? You mean
3,400
FSX
feet.
2020? Yes, I will be playing that when it comes out.
Runway 10.
Genetic Stealth. We got some new screenshots, I think, yesterday or today on the Insider website for FSX 2020. I don't like calling it FSX. Like, I don't want to, like, just me saying that it's FSX 2020 makes me not even want to play it, because for me, I'm not a fan of FSX anymore because I have X-Plane, and I know P3E is even better than that. Here comes the landing. Yeah, we were long landing. We came in kind of high, and it just wasn't pretty. It just wasn't pretty. It wasn't a pretty landing at all. This is not one for the highlight reels right here. But as I was saying, what was I saying? I already forgot. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one that comes out in 2020. Everybody kind of they call it FSX 2020 because it's Microsoft Flight Simulator in 2020 when it comes out, but technically it's just going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is probably going to be consistently updated to stay current. So they're not associating a year with it in the title like they used to be. They're doing a whole new rebranding. But anyways, yes, I'm going to be playing it when it comes out next year. And I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. And I'm liking that they're keeping us so in the loop with everything, with all the promotions, stuff like that. So looking forward to that. But a whole year to go, man. It's going to be a long time until that thing comes out.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, North Shuttle 1289, ready for takeoff at runway 15, departing west. Rio de Janeiro Tower, 1079.
All right, guys. It's time for me to get out of here, man. Gotta continue with my day. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Had a great Friday night flight. Thank you, Infinite Flight, for the game and for the support. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. Kamani, Captain Sign, Ball for Life, Starly, all the moderators, IFNG, Walking Fruit, Raven, all you guys. It's been a great week, great tour. Ty, thank you, man. Leon Kiwi. We'll see what we do next on Infinite Flight for our next tour. We'll have to see. Whatever we do is gonna be dope. You already know it's gonna be dope. Peddling Wildlife, what's up, bro? Cheers.
Bravo Lima Uniform Charlie Romeo Echo Whiskey make a left 360 for spacing. Rio de Janeiro Tower, North Shuttle 1.
Alright, one more time. Uno mais. Uno mais.
Departing November 1 with going around. November.
Rio de Janeiro Tower, Delta 110 is 13 nautical miles to the west at 3,000.
Mike, what's up? Ethan Price, Genetic Stealth. Remember, you got 3 choices. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Yeah. Peace, love, and God bless you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. Uno mais, por favor. Muito obrigado. Have a great day. Until next time. Próxima vez. Muito prazer. Mucho gusto. You know, all those different languages. See ya.